queridos amigos, soy Flores.
Hoy yo, Sebastian Mena.
Y ahorita llegamos con las noticias. Bueno, pues otra vez, hace creo que 2 semanas, cuando estuvimos haciendo las noticias, pues empezamos con lo de Las Vegas, que ese güey mató como 59 personas. Pero hoy día hubo otro tiroteo masivo en Texas. Y esta vez fueron más de 20 personas de un tipo...
29 personas en una iglesia, en a church.
Y además era porque el tipo amenazó a la suegra, pues que le iba a hacer algo, y pues pensó que también estaba la suegra en la iglesia, y para allá se fue y se arrancó a tirar de balazos y mató a 29 personas. Y bueno, esto es como una epidemia, es como una enfermedad lo que está pasando en Estados Unidos. Y déjenme decirles que no va a parar. ¿Por qué, Sebastián? Porque el gobierno no está poniendo, no se está enfocando en la realidad que está viviendo los Estados Unidos con esta epidemia. La realidad de la mass media, cómo hablan tanto de estos hombres blancos que agarran pistolas de la manera más fácil y después las utilizan para hacer estos eventos de masacre.
Well, it's super. Uno is que lástima, because the last time we were here, we were talking about the Las Vegas shooting, and now exactly 2 weeks later, there's another mass shooting in the States by a white guy. I think the saddest part about all of this, I mean, besides of course all the victims, is this idea that there's still. I mean, there's a few parts to this that are very complex, but the first one is that. So Trump came out and he called this, it's not a gun issue, he says, it's a mental illness issue. Like, well, and fair enough, like, sure, I agree that anyone that's able to commit these acts of terror, because that's what it is, it's terrorism, they've got to be off there, something's wrong, it is mental illness, but I don't think that it's fair to group mental illness, to just put it like a broad blanket over all people with mental illness, and sort of claim that there's terrorism, or to claim that that's the reason why. Because one, if there was better gun laws, people with mental illness would not have access to guns, and then perhaps this wouldn't happen. Like, it's quite simple. It's quite simple. And the other thing too is that, call it what it is. It's an act of terror. It's terrorism. It's you guys have domestic terrorism. This wasn't a brown person, it wasn't a Muslim, it was one of your homebred parent types, because let's face it, America's not originally white, it's the First Nations that are there, and so it's one of the majority of people there that you're trying to always defend, like,
yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Y bueno, realmente ninguna sociedad avanzada podría permitir tanto estos ataques de masacre de
su gente.
De su gente, de ir y disparar y lastimar a tantas comunidades, pero cada semana, atacar a tantas familias y dejarlas destrozadas porque han perdido, sin deberla ni temerla, han perdido un ser querido. Y esto es lo más doloroso en estos mass shootings. No solamente eso, una sociedad avanzada, Estados Unidos está demostrando que no tiene la capacidad de resolver esta epidemia, porque en Australia, fíjate, en 1996
sí,
hubo un mass shooting y el gobierno conservador lo primero que hizo fue ponerlos en las
gun laws.
Y así desapareció. Fíjate otra, también fue una en Noruega, también en 1996 con un gobierno conservador, y dijo, ni madres, aquí los y background checks, así, pero de lo más complicado para poder adquirir una pistola, y desde entonces no han tenido un mass shooting. Y bueno, el último que es en Noruega también, perdón, el pasado era Escocia, era Australia y Escocia 1996 en el mismo año, y Noruega en el 2011 tuvo un mass shooting y respondió el gobierno así, se enfocó así y empezó a ver cuáles eran pues los instrumentos a atacar, o de prohibir, o de controlar, o de lo que sea para evitar que esto volviera a pasar. En ninguna sociedad avanzada pueden permitirse esto. Solo en Estados Unidos, Sebastián.
Well, it showcases how corrupt the government truly is. Because let's face it, we all know that the CRA, which is the people that the gun people, give tons of money into politics, and this is why there's no gun control. They run the country. They're running the country, and it's sad because it means the death of your people, and it's just shitty. It's like shitty. There's no need for guns. We're civilized humans. There's no need to have a gun. Like, that's fucked. Like,
¿Y sabes qué? Yo pienso que, mira, desde que entró este hombre, este presidente, que ahora, por cierto, estaba leyendo que tiene el peor porcentaje de aceptación en 7 décadas. El peor. Y claro, porque está defendiendo las pistolas, él debería de ser culpable, porque no está haciendo lo necesario de educación, no está haciendo lo necesario de controlar las pistolas, está vendiendo a su gente al mejor postor por dinero. Él debería de ser llevado a la corte, porque él es responsable de lo que está pasando en los Estados Unidos con tantas muertes. Él debería de ser accountable for this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think if anyone's going to be, because if he has his finger on the power button and he has the capability to say, we're going to put in some gun control here, like, he should. He's the most powerful man in the world. He's losing that now, but truly, get some gun control. Like,
make a decision.
Yeah,
Make
do something for your people. Be a leader. Anyway, so just another FU to Trump. Into the States. The States has got to get their shit together, because it's not only Trump it's been presidents and president. At least Obama tried to create some sort of gun control, tried to pass some laws, but it's not their gun policies. It's all money that's put into politics. So it's like, I'm not entirely sure. You can edit that out. Edit out anything where I sound stupid.
Yeah.
We're moving on. So with all this, I think also last time in the news we talked about Harvey Weinstein. I'm not sure if we did. And now again, there's more allegations, but now it came against Kevin Spacey. So Kevin Spacey is that actor in American Beauty. He's in House of Cards. And so for the most part, I think it was known that he was gay, but he had never officially
Yo
come
ni
out.
sabía, ¿eh?
Well, bueno, I know, era como una cosa que él daba,
sí.
He would make like hints, because he would host cosas como the Tony Award. No sé if that's true, but he hasn't been shy about sort of making hints to his to his sexuality. But so there has been a young actor came, or at least when he was young, when he apparently was sexually harassed or assaulted by Kevin Spacey. And so Kevin Spacey's response was to come out, and in the same response he apologized, and he said something about being drunk, and in the same text he comes out, like he makes this formal declaration of his sexuality, saying, oh, and I'm living my life as a happy gay man too. So the problem here is obviously the sexual harassment allegations, but also this idea that he came out in the same sentence as his apology. So it's like this, he's kind of, one, trying to draw attention away from these charges, and two, he's also associating his sexuality with this allegations, which is terrible. So it sort of groups.
But está tratando de cubrir, como es una celebridad.
Oh, yeah.
Todo ahorita el mundo a lo mejor está hablando, ay, este huevón es gay. Y se están olvidando de que la noticia fue que él asaltó a alguien hace años y que era una joven o un joven.
Y ahora han salido pero como cuatro más.
Sí.
Kevin Spacey, that's been 4 more allegations. And so now I was just reading that apparently he's at the same rehab clinic of I know.
Ahí ya se juntaron
As
todos
Harvey
los hijos de
Weinstein.
puta.
Anyways, I think it's shitty of him to, one, use his sexuality as a scapegoat, his coming out, which and to put it in the same sentence as something that is so lame. Like, why do you have to come out in the same time that you're getting allegations of sexual harassment? You know, like, why are you associating those two things? One, it sort of puts other gay people in the same category as sexual predators or pedophiles. Like,
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey, that's shitty. Own up to your stuff. apologize properly and apologize for coming out the way that you did.
They're such cowards.
It's very cowardly.
Such a cowards. Like, huevones. O sea, ¿sabes qué es lo importante? Que las actrices, que ahora son famosas también, ¿verdad? Están hablando de todo este mierdero de hombres, actores poderosos que se han puesto el moñito y que ahora son una bola de mierda, porque eso es lo que son, para abusar, tomar ventaja, que te ayudo pero si me das. O sea, qué horror que un hombre tenga que obligar a alguien a tener un favor sexual.
Well, interesante porque estaba hablando con todas mis amigas y nunca se me ha ocurrido como un hombre, I don't realize all the shit that women go through, and you know, it's like I can't believe it. Like, women have to endure so much fucking shit from men, and on top of that, like, so much sexual harassment. And I'm glad that it's all surfacing, but I think the issue with Kevin Spacey too is it highlights that it's not just women. You know what I mean? Women have been putting up with this their whole life, but also I guess men can be sexually harassed.
It is sick.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And all you actors, male actors, are going to fuck up because women start speaking out. Y ahora todas están empoderadas.
Yeah.
Y todas vamos a seguir hablando, y todas van a seguir hablando de todos los hijos de puta que han hecho esto. Todos esos actores, perdón con el habladito, pero todos los que han hecho este mierdero, pero en serio que ahora la están pagando.
Estoy seguro que van a empezar a salir más cosas y van a andar más, ojalá, cuidadosos, y ojalá que las mujeres, lleguen a estar en un momento donde se pueden sentir mucho más seguras, sin estos temores de imposiciones de hombre. I mean, yes, I'm glad it's all surfacing. I'm glad it's all coming out. Anyways, in more positive news.
Okay, positive.
Positive news, yes, there's some good news. There's always good news in the world. Sarah Moran is the first openly LGBTQ member of Guatemala's Congress.
Wow.
Yes, congratulations, Sandra Moran y Guatemala. There she is.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you can see her.
Bueno, ahorita igual la pone agarrada.
Ahí la voy a poner. Right.
Se las ponemos ahí.
I'm a master editor here, no sé por qué. But anyways, congratulations Guatemala y congratulations Sandra Moran. The progress is coming, change is coming, and I'm glad to see that places in Central America are starting to recognize that it's time for change. Also, this in Diane Rodriguez, the first transgender woman in the Ecuadorian Senate, is paving the way for transgender politicians and families like her own. This is wonderful news because it showcases that, Latin America is becoming very, very... Things are starting to shift. It's not just the macho, runs all reality that's sort of been of Latin America. Last time we told you about the I believe it was the woman in Uruguay, who's like the first...
transgender.
Yeah. So this is great. There's progress in Latin America for the LGBTQ community, and we want to see more of that. Oh, speaking of women, did you see the Miss Peru beauty pageant?
Oh my God.
We have to talk about that because that's so wonderful too. That's such great.
Sí, porque estaban pasando a las competidoras, ¿no?
Sí,
de Perú,
Miss Perú,
para Miss Perú, y les decían, mis medidas son 20, ¿cuántas mujeres asesinadas en Perú? ¿Cuántas mujeres abusadas en Perú? Y pasaba una y toda una, cada una.
Oh, I know, era súper emocionante because it was just the standard question, what are your measurements?
Yes.
Y ellas salían con unas respuestas así, yo soy las no sé cuántas mujeres exiliado o violado o sin acceso a no sé cuánto. And they started talking about and surfacing sort of all these issues, women's issues in Peru.
Sí, aquí las están viendo.
It was so empowering and it was so awesome and applause to those women in Peru. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about beauty pageants, but I definitely think if they can be catalysts for change and to bring awareness to stuff, then I think it's great.
Y bueno, cerramos con que pues aquí en Canadá estamos en un país que tal vez están pasando cosas, no al grado como pasa en un lugar como Estados Unidos, pero sí tener siempre la conciencia que podemos resolver situaciones con justicia, tener la conciencia de que hablemos en contra de la injusticia, porque están pasando muchas cosas en el mundo y creo que lo que está pasando en Estados Unidos es bastante triste con todo lo que es del asalto sexual y con todo lo que está pasando con los más masacres, ¿no?
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast, porque yo también, a veces uno siente that it's sort of too much, huh? Like there's so much going on and things just seems like is there any hope for the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I do think I was listening to this woman, I wish I could remember what her name was, but she's talking about that she believes that there's a consciousness, a human consciousness. We're aware of things that are wrong. This is not the majority. We don't always talk about all the people that disagree with all these terrible things that are going on. And she said a percentage of people, like a large percentage of people, recognize that it's a moment, it's a trying moment in society, in time. But she explains it as everything is surfacing. Everything's got to surface in order for things to get better. Yeah. So in that way, looking at it like that, you can sort of, okay, so shit's hitting the fan, but we have to stay grounded, we have to stay compassionate, we have to stay human, and we have to sort of take it all with a grain of salt, and also stand your ground, like stand up for
people,
help people.
To love each other, to accept them the way that they are. Es el momento de poder retomar el planeta Tierra y hacerle, porque es lo que está pasando ahorita, está siendo así, ¿no? Desde terremotos, desde tornados, desde
el clima, a veces todo es como demasiado, pero hay que cuidarse, cuidarse a uno, cuidarse a los otros y cuidar el mismo planeta, you know? And we've only got one planet, you know what I mean? We're all brothers and sisters here.
Yeah. Y bueno, ahí le vamos a dejar esto.
On ese hippie note, debería haber sacado mi guitarra.
Sí, hombre. Peace and love. Yo me había puesto la manita aquí. Peace and love, mi amor.
Peace, everybody. Love. We love you. Hasta la próxima.